Hello everyone. This is the very first time we're trying this out, so I hope it works. So I'm wearing this microphone that I'm using to record my trainings, and I'm recording this onto YouTube Live. So I'm not sure if this is gonna work yet or not, but I figure I could start doing some online classes here, just the way we used to in our format. So I miss you guys. I'm sure you guys miss Bucerias and the yoga studio too. So let's get started. I think I'm gonna be sideways for your better understanding today. So let's begin sitting down. Cross your legs in any way, shape that you feel comfortable. It doesn't have to be lotus. You can do one leg in front of the other one, or one leg on top of the other one, or cross your legs like lotus if you want. Doesn't matter. Just cross your legs. And let's remove the glutes so that the sitting bones can firmly touch the ground. And rest your wrist on top of your knees. And take a moment to feel what's going on right now. And from this moment, begin elongating the top of your head high and the sternum up. You don't want to use the lumbar for this motion. You want to just use the top of the body and keep the lumbar down. You will feel as though your abdominal cavity becomes a little hollow, as if though your organs come up. This is very subtle. Close your eyes and just feel your breath. Feel what happens when you inhale. Feel what happens when you exhale. And continue feeling this. Allow the breath to happen instead of forcing the breath and instead of cutting the breath short. Just let the inhalation go on a little bit more. See how deep your breath can get without any force, by simply observing and allowing the breath to take place and to continue longer, to not finish. Feel how the inhalation feels nourishing. It's kind of like a relief sensation. So why cut it short? Continue it. On the next exhalation, go ahead and bring the shin to the chest. Open your eyes and lift the head up. Spread the wings. Inhala, reach up. On the exhala, touch your forehead and your heart. Inhala, open up again, reach up again. And on the exhala, once more, forehead, heart. And undo the crossing of your legs. We're gonna extend our legs and remove the glutes once more. And use your hands just for support. You don't want to push the hands like this. You don't want to bring your shoulders up. All you're doing is guiding. And here, with this, begin noticing what's going on the back. Is it rounding? Is the head going forward? Let's bring the ears in line with the shoulders. And then release the shoulder tension. And then, without using the lumbar, not lumbar, but bring the chest, the sternum up again, while you keep the sitting bones grounded. Sternum up, sitting bones grounded. If the ribs are going up with your sternum, then also bring the ribs down. And this will definitely make you feel quite hollow on the abdominal thoracic area. And your hands can be on your legs, or they can still be grounded. You're not really doing anything with them, just keeping a balance. Inhala, reach up with your hands and bring them together. You can look at them. And on the exhala, go forward and down. Breathe. Connect with your breath like you would connect with the earth, with the ocean. Allow the breath to happen. Maybe when you lean forward, the breath got cut short. Make it so it's nice and deep and smooth again, not becoming jerky in any place. Release very gently and scoot the hips towards the front of your mat and bring your hands to your knees and simply roll back. We're gonna do a couple twists before we do much of anything else. So release your arms to the back of your mat in cactus hand style. So bank robbery, cactus hand, just bend your elbows, make them flat on the ground, and on the exhalation, bring your knees towards the left. Look away, and if it's comfortable for you, extend the legs away. Breathe. Breathe. Allow the breath to reach as deep as it was reaching before. If you feel grinding or popping is going on, this is usually not bone on bone, not dangerous, but more gas being released from between your back joints. Unless it's painful, it should be okay. And gently, let's bend the knees. And on the inhala, bring them to the center. And on the exhala, bring them to the other side as you also look away. Hopefully you'll have space to extend the legs away, unlike me. I'll switch around so that I can actually extend them. Breathe. And remember, it's not about forcing the breath. It's more about allowing the breath to continue on the inhala, to reach the places without becoming jerky or stuck. If it does become jerky or stuck, that's where the work is at. Let's release. Bend the knees, inhala, bring them to the center, and hug them to rock side to side. So hopefully that released any lower back pressure. Grab your knees and rock back and forth a few times. And let's come back up all the way to seated. So hopefully you can grab enough momentum to sit down. You don't need to stay up like I did. You can put your feet on the ground. It's okay. And let's grab the legs and make your back nice and straight. And imagine you have a tennis ball between your knees. Get a hold of it with the knees without slouching or trying to force. Bring the back up and the knees up. And then align the heels with the knees. Don't allow this to happen. Instead, extend your spine. Try to align your ears with your shoulders. If this is comfortable for you and not too much, try to extend your legs. Breathe. And let's release. Bend your knees, feet on the ground. And see if you can, from your hands here, come up straight onto your feet. Is that possible for you? If it's not possible, it's okay. You can open your feet to the side 45 degrees and do the same. So let's stay here for a couple breaths. Nice stretch for the ankles, but also the hips and knees. If at any moment you feel any pain, back off and don't do that. We should never feel pain. See if you can sit down with full control on the exhala. Remove the glutes again. Inhala, reach up. And exhala, forward and down. See where you reach and then allow your body to round. It's okay. See where your hands reach. Maybe here, maybe here. And from there, pull. This posture we can definitely do for quite some time. We don't need to hurry out of it. It's good for us. Release. Come up. It gets the metabolism going, gets the stretch going on the legs and the spine. So it's very nice. It's something that because of our life we need a lot. If it's uncomfortable for you, or if you want to do it longer, but maybe do another activity in between, I always suggest the wall. So in the same way that we're doing this, we're gonna use the wall to put the legs and lay flat on the mat. So the legs will go against the wall, you're flat on the mat, and your buttocks at this point is not touching the wall, but you want it to. So you're gonna get as close to as you comfortably can to the wall. Maybe your hips can actually touch the wall, and then the legs come here, and gravity is working for you. There's 90-degree angle on my spine right now with the legs, and I'm not doing any effort whatsoever. And this makes it for a passive stretch, which is very effective. So let gravity take over your body and breathe. You can extend the arms if you wish. You can, what shouldn't happen right now is this. Don't lift your body off the mat. Don't do effort against gravity. Allow gravity to work both the hips and the legs, and the arms really don't have much to do right now. But if you want to open up your shoulders, or maybe you want to do something like this, to get the shoulders nice and stretched, or you can hold a book or your iPad here and go through your Facebook or your email or whatever it is that you need to do, so that you can stay here for a while and let gravity work in your favor without you having to make effort. And this makes for most effective stretch when it's passive but stretching, when gravity is actually doing something but you don't have any effort against it. Okay, next exhalation, and finally we're gonna release, so bend the knees, and to get out of this you want to roll out of it, and safely back yourself to seated. Okay, so let's sit down, and I'll face the front for you, and let's bend your knees, and grab your thumb inside the fist and bring this fist to that same knee, and right away you're gonna see that there's a weird shape with the elbow. So with your other arm, pull your elbow in such a way that you create the rotation of the shoulder and get a nice stretch going. Try to create a cube with your limbs. So if you look at it, it's a cube. Release and do the other side. Thumb against knee and pull. All right, let's release that. And bring the knees to your chest. Hook the ankles, grab the feet, and with momentum, roll forward. Hopefully that was possible for you. So now we are in all fours. So when you are in all fours, make sure your shoulder and your knee align, but also make sure that, let's see, that the hip and the knee align. So hip and knee are aligned, so not too back, not too forward, but right above the one another. And let's see, shoulder, knee. Okay, where does it go? Nice. Now you have a alignment going. So on the inhala, arch and up. And on the exhala, round and in. Notice how I'm not bending my elbows in any of this. Inhala, arch and up, chest up. Exhala, round and in. And keep pushing with the hands. I'm gonna change directions so that you see one thing with the arms. So we don't want to have the arms like this. We want to have the arms like this. The inside of the arm is facing forward. The inside of the arm is facing forward. So if I bend my elbows, they go back. Watch. Not open, but back. Because the inside of the elbows is facing forward. Do you understand? Does it make sense? Okay. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Continue with the inhala and arch exhala. We'll do a couple more. And on your next exhalation, go ahead and stay neutral. And move your hips to the left side and look to your left. Release and move the hips to the right side and look to your right. Do it again. So you're not curving your spine, you're side bending your spine. Do it one more time. Release that. Bring the toes to the ground, toes to the ground. Sit on your heels if possible, and with your feet, with your hands, make sure every single toe is grounded and lift the knees. So you get a nice toe stretch, nice toe stretch, toes maximum. Okay. After you stretch the toes for a couple breaths, this is actually feeling good for me right now. You're gonna release that, bring the knees to the ground, and bring the top of your feet to the ground. Sit on your heels, and lean back, lifting the knees. This way you stretch the front part of your ankles nice and good. So stretch the front part of your ankles. Stretch the toes again. And now, see if you can bring the heels down to stretch the back part of your ankles. Back part of your ankles. In forward. Okay. Sit down, release. Extend your legs and rest. And feel the energy that you've created around your legs. Feel the energy moving around your ankles and toes. Energize. Feel how you move the shoulders and elbows, and this may be a little loose. So why don't you try moving the wrists now, since we just did the ankles, and fingers. So move the wrists and get a nice finger stretch going on in every way that you can think of. You can twist them, you can open them, try to get them all. Don't forget the thumb, and don't forget to get the wrists nice and good. Essentially, you want to get every single joint to move in every direction that it can. So why don't we try the neck? Bend your knees and place your elbows on your knees. With your hands, grab your head and twist. Twist to one side. Try not to bend your spine. Try not to make your back rounded. We'll release. Do the other side. I bet you don't miss the traffic so much. And we'll release. And maybe with the lean forward, grab your head and pull it a little bit. So lean forward and pull your head forward with the fingers, so that you have some passive stretching where you're not active. And let's release. And try and do the back, or the neck to the back. So cross your legs for comfortable, and so that you're not rounding. Come up, and from the neck, don't crunch the neck. You don't want to crunch the neck. What you want to is create space in the neck and go back. And let that happen. You should feel the stretch right here. Should be creating nice and space here, not crunching the cervical. Okay? So take a few breaths like that. And move to the sides, move to the front. do full circles, change direction, move left, right, say yes, no. Everything is valid right now. Even if you find something that feels really good that you're like, oh yeah, you can go over it a couple times and basically release it. See if you can step over it or pass over it another time and see if it's like, oh, it's nicer, smoother, less stagnant, okay? And this is very nice to open up all the joints and get some breath of fresh air in between bones, in between ligament, bone, muscle, these areas. Each joint is a marma. These marmas are active zones in the body that we need to stimulate. So you can do this with every little finger and your wrist and your elbows and the shoulders. And open up the shoulders on the inhala. On the exhala, bring one arm under the other and bring the elbows up. Release a little. Inhala here. Exhala, elbows to the or arms to the right. Inhala up. Exhala to the left. Inhala up. Exhala forward. Inhala up. Exhala up. Release and open. Switch the sides. And do the same thing. Inhala. On the exhala, move the arms to the left. Inhala. Exhala, move the arms to the right. Inhala. Go to the front. Inhala. And on the exhala, go up. Inhala, open. Go up to the sky and to your heart. Okay, guys, so we did touch on every single joint in the body: toes, ankles, knees, hips, spine, neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. So I'm hoping this brought some relief to your body, some space, some removal of a stagnation, and some happiness. I'm gonna end the class at this moment and check it out, see how it happens, and we'll continue uploading material to keep you guys engaged. I will talk to you very, very soon. Miss you very much. Namaste. Check out our teacher trainings at onlineyogainstitute.com. We now have all our trainings online, and I'm going to start to become available more and more for just regular classes like we normally do. Namaste. Love you. Blessings. Take care.